big 5v5s, you can just take them away completely, get the all out, come, get them isolated into a 1v1, and then all of a sudden you're in a much better position here as R7. PSG though, they have plenty of options, like you said, plenty of poke. It's going to come down, similar to game number 1, as execution.
Yeah, I think the problem is though that we kind of saw PSG talent struggle.
Perfect, good man, there you go. Well, we'll see. The glory and the grind is truly worth it coming out from either of these sides. And this is the great thing about the new setup.
These 80 mid laners as well, they're just setting up here.
Yeah, he's going to look to wait to get the flash out of him afterwards. So there's a shockwave bringing them back in, so a little bit of a switcheroo, but I think Miru is very fortunate to not be going down there. Covered myself a little bit. Shockwave does decently there. I think he would have loved if they took another tower hit or so, but still gets out with only losing his flash. Oh, got a move in this mid lane. There's the cleanse coming out. They will be able to stop Woody from getting a fully clean engage, but Clen burned anyway because Seo still without his flash.
Yeah, I mean, you're still going to be able to pick up this wave. The Seo taking a little bit of a hit though, still has that lead, will still be fine. Should be able to cover this one mostly, but you can see the move from Maple. I actually don't know if Lane's wanted that one to hit because Maple is waiting in the wings here. Just going to pick up the fruit for the moment.
They do have a Jace coming in with an accelerated shock blast over the side here, so they could be very, very caught out as I can see them now go for it, but they're getting a lot of damage on the Wacko. The feathers don't come back just yet though. The turret is still doing damage. First blood goes over. It's a 1-for-1. Both supports picking up kills.
Yeah, Wacko went way too early on that play. Tried to get into a position where he could follow up, but nobody had actually started tanking on his behalf, so the damage wasn't in its position. Wave is not in a good spot for R7. They kind of know it.
Yeah, they kind of know it. They are going to be able to kind of move themselves away. Bit of Spider-Manning. They will get the double knock-up, but a route underneath the tower is not ideal. Seo gets crashed backwards. Not quite able to get the route. That's just an easy little pickup here for the bot lane of PSG. A little cleaner and a lot more. Yeah. There's that Feather Storm coming into play, like you mentioned there, for Seo, so he's finally got access to that. We do see a flashless Woody, but he does get caught out for the moment. They're going to look for a flash here onto the mid lane. They're going to try and jump in on top of this one. It was a good hook there to try and bring back Junja, but the shockwave, as he got knocked back, Miru is going to fall to this ignite. That's Woody picking up his second kill of the game. And this is more like the PSG.
Just nobody from R7 here to cover.
Oh, Miru could be in a lot of trouble here. Needs to walk forward a little bit, but no, just get hit up. There's going to be a TP straight away. They're tanking the turret straight off it. The shockwave does come down, but it's just too easy. Hotel top laners TP in, but I mean, what way can you already make this one work? You're in a 2v3, not really in a position for it. They will drop down the equalizer, the all-out, just to bring Junja underneath the tower. He has to flash away. There's going to be the ultimate put down on the Wacko, who has no cleanse. A flash forward because the minion was standing in his way. A flash away by Wacko, who finally puts down the ultimate. Moonlight Vigil just pepper down.
Soul to boot as well. Baron up on the map. Your opportunities to find that scaling art there.
I've seen this one before on the other side of the map. I know how this movie ends, but this time Miru is also going to go for a shockwave, comes in just to delay it, but it's the same result every time, and again Bong comes in just to find his laner already dead.
Yeah, call it the Canadian, the maple tree going absolutely insane on this one with the picks that they're finding on the top side. Braz will be proud, but for
damned if they do, damned if they don't, and PSG are just comfortable.
Yeah, I mean at this stage, hang on, engage.
Yeah, engage comes in, they're going to get the ultimates out, but can they get the damage in? That is the question. The Nautilus goes down, the turret finally goes in, Oni does flash away, the shockwave good to catch Wacko. But I mean, he just gets himself the Gale Force to get away from this one. And yeah, look at the health bars. Like, they did nothing comparatively, and it just feels like R7 are clutching a straw.
Yeah, it looks like they might be able to burn it down.
I mean, what ultimates are really available right now? You've got a lot to try and re-engage onto this. The all-out is there, but maybe just bait someone in. The vision control is in favor. PSG are just trying to get anyone into an isolated situation. 4,000 HP onto this Baron. Yeah, PSG do not want the 50-50 just yet. They're going to just keep peppering down these damage, and they know they can go for Bong because he's going to have to go all out. Junja takes a hell of a lot of damage, but he's able to walk away just at the last seconds. Everyone's just kind of moving in. It's a little bit of a 1v1 on the top side there as Lions joins back in. And now the Rumble's very isolated, not with his team. He may have to try and get out of this by his own, but he doesn't have flash. He has nowhere to go, and he's overheated, which means he goes down. Bong picks himself up the first kill of the game. And PSG, they didn't really know what they wanted to go for there. The Baron got too low.
Well, that's about the problem with Cookie Mama level, where you're like, everything is on fire. We're just running around trying to manage whatever we can. And yes, the level ticked over, and they've managed to survive, but now it gets more difficult.
Well, that's a Moonlight Vigil that doesn't really go anywhere. They're moving on to Junja now. They're going to have to commit more ultimates here. Shockwave, sombreros onto nothing. And now they can turn and burn back on because Seo's dead as well. You've no consistent DPS, R7. They thought they had found someone to kill off, but they end up losing almost everything in that fight. And that could just be the Baron straight up there.
Yeah, it 100% is. Immediately PSG are going to clear out this mid lane. Where is your actual damage coming from to make these picks happen?
Yeah, I think that's the big thing, is that once Seo goes down, there is no other one else. Yes, the Orianna is very strong, but she relies so heavily on her combo. And again, PSG, rinse, repeat. There's no need to go for anything else. You just have to keep putting out that ultimate. It'll be up in about a minute's time again, and then you do it again.
Yeah, and again, they're...
Oh, you can't set up to this, because he's only got a Radiant Virtue. He's pure HP. What's going to happen there? Like, you don't understand it. You don't really show it. They're panicking, and it feels bad. But finally, they look to try and make a play. But again, onto Junja, the tank. They're throwing everything in the kitchen sink at it. But now the knockups into the charm. Sales already lost his Featherstorm. And can they try to burn this? But finally, a good hook lands, but they've already got the stopwatch from Maple, so he can delay it. This is 4 versus 5. The Rumble isn't even here. The Rumble's not even looking to join. 4v5, and PSG are burning them down. Wacko goes forward, and they're all being taken out. Yes, the shockwave comes in onto one, but it's just too little too late. And this is PSG putting a marker in the play-ins.
4 versus 5. PSG Talon win the fight, and 2-0. They are going to take down or7 and deny them that opportunity at the 2-piece on the international wins.
I mean, PSG were the favourites coming in. Game 1, R7 definitely showed a bit of life. Game 2, they just looked lost, floundering. PSG got themselves warmed up, got themselves back into the series, and really put down the herd. Really well done there from PSG. And they get themselves the expected result, and I expected how they got it as well.
Yeah, I mean, much cleaner game coming into this, right? Being able to play around their team fight, setting up well. I will say, still question marks around the bot lane.
Yes,
I mean, Wacko definitely having a bit of a rough day, but still they're able to pick up the win. And again, he was very good when it came towards those later fights. And yeah, I mean, PSG just a significantly better team coming into game number 2.
Yeah, absolutely. They took their training wheels off. They were